Hey, this is Patrick in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania with Shawn Mullins. First interview in a series on street witnessing and just people's stories. Shawn, tell us about yourself.
My name is Anthony Shawn Mullen. I am 40 years old. I am originally from Huntsville, Alabama. I grew up as a military brat and I was adopted at 18 months old.
Tell us more about what happened to you and how you ended up in Chambersburg.
My dad retired from the military when in 92. We moved here to this state and I've been pretty much raised in this state since 92.
Okay, start talking about the troubles and the tumultuous where did this all start?
I got into drugs, hard drugs, when I was about 18. I started experimenting with a little bit with coke and moved on to tried meth once. Didn't like it, but I really got into heroin, and it was hard. A lot of my family members cut me off. Tough love. It consumed a lot of my money. It consumed a lot of my friends, and it really ruined my life. But
where did it take you? What did you have to give
I was
up?
homeless on the street. I was living in a place in Philadelphia called Tent City. I lived from place to place to place, being homeless, all because I couldn't leave the dumb crap alone. And
did you have to sell yourself for this?
No,
did you
no.
steal?
I stole to survive to eat. I never stole to get my fix.
Okay.
So,
did you get into? Well, I know your history a little bit, so I'm not trying to put you on a point. I know you got into some demonic stuff at some point.
I lost my fiance. She killed herself on Christmas Day, and I got angry at God because I was thinking, like, yo, God loves me. Why do you do this to me? And I was mad, really mad. And I didn't really worship, but I got into it a little bit. I started studying about it, reading about it, but just my mentality, I just couldn't do it. I was raised in a Roman Catholic family, so.
I guess what I'm trying to find out here is where could have a church group of people come in and sidestepped you and stopped this decline? Where was the critical time that would have changed your heart? And then second of all, what is it that we could have done to bring you out? Because giving money's not working.
No.
What could we have done?
Honestly, just talk to me, pull me aside, offer me a better place, a better way to live. Like, hey, you want a job? I can get you a job as long as you stay clean. Need a place to live? We can try to hook you up. Just get me away from the environment I was in, because I've had to cut a lot of people, places, and things since I've started my recovery, because I've been 10 years off heroin.
Okay.
And that's been the most difficult part, is people, places, and things in recovery. That you really learn that. That is the main part of your recovery.
Now, was there mental health issues that you went through, and was there medicine that worked or didn't work?
I've been on antipsychotics and medicine since I was probably about 15 years old. They put me on Ritalin. I'm allergic to Ritalin. I cannot take it. I ended up in the hospital with my dad standing over me. And yes, I've been on so much psych medicine that I do not take it anymore.
Did it work?
No, it did not. I was in the hospital more than I was out, like I am now. I've been out more than I have been in. We have this little place in Chambersburg called The Room, or Queen Street Mission. Has that been a place that has been helpful or It's
hurtful?
like a sanctuary for me. It's where I come to get away and talk to, like, Patrick and other people there, and I don't feel judged. I feel like I can open up to them and let myself and talk about my experiences and let shit out. So.
Okay.
But, it's a very helpful place. And, I understand that some people of certain persuasions don't understand about people that do drugs. But, we're not all bad people. Some of us realize our mistakes and we try to move on and make the best of life, which I've been trying to do for the last 10 years.
If you had something that could have offered you that second chance that I keep looking for in this interview,
yes,
what would that second chance been? So solidify it in a few statements.
A roof over my head, a job, and a place to crash, and people that actually gave a crap about me.
So an inner city street mission that allowed you to just recover at your own rate, would that have done it?
Yeah, probably would have. Knowing I had people that really cared and were there for me and not just there for a paycheck like some of the rehabs I went to. All they cared about was the government check. That's all they cared about. They didn't care me as a person. They just wanted that money.
Now in Queen Street, we proclaim Christ every time we were in there. Is that helpful, hurtful? Is it a good reminder? Does it cause convictions? What?
I don't practice religion, but I do believe, but I don't practice it, and it doesn't bother me. I just don't like it when every time I talk about something, someone wants to bring God into it. That's not something I always want to hear, because not everything in my life had to do with God.
Do we push God in the room, or do we allow you?
You don't push it, but there's certain people, anytime I talk to them, God's the first thing they bring up, and it freaking annoys me.
But we're in the God business.
Well,
so.
I get that, but not all my situations have to do with God.
It's the beginning and the end, and you just gotta. Well, anyway, I'm just here doing an interview.
You are totally fine, Patrick.
Thank you very much for your
You are
time.
welcome, and if this helps anyone, I'm glad to help you. Have a good day.